Guys, what's going on? Sorry, guys, you had to, start a little bit late, but it's all good. Hold on, guys. Let me make sure that my thing is working here. Hold on. I gotta do this quick, guys. Technical difficulties, right? Let's see here. Let me make sure this is correct. We are good, guys. What's going on, right? Let me see. Keyshawn's here, Jubilee's here, Christopher's here. Ray's hi, what's up, dude? Yeah, Ray's hi, man. Good to see you. As usual, man. Red Door's here. Steve is here. What's up, Steve? It's good to see you.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
70 Sue, how you been, man? Long time no talk to you. Good to see you, man. Captain Palsy, how you doing? Guys, you know what? I actually haven't talked about this story yet. Hold on. Guys, I actually haven't talked about this story yet. I think Keyshawn and a couple others sent me this story. So, guys, yeah, here, let's do this. Look at that, guys. I should have covered this because this was everywhere. This guy has 1,200 subs and got 177,000 views on this video. That's good, man. Check this out, guys. Look at this here. So guys, this is that Knicks fan who was a DEI officer at some corporation making $300,000 a year, and then she ruined her life doing this. Look at that, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that. First of all, guys, I mean, look at the size of this broad, right? Look at this. Look at the size of this broad. Look at that.
Last week, this woman went viral for emptying a Knicks team public trash can on the street and walking off with it like it's a souvenir. This happened during the Knicks championship parade in New York City on June 18. Then people found another clip of her riding the train with the stolen trash can.
You see what it says? It took me a while, but I finally found the video of the fat slob riding the train with the stolen Knicks garbage can.
And it turns out she was working as executive director at JP Morgan Chase.
Whoops.
And has since been fired. For context, JP Morgan is the largest bank in the US, so getting a job there is already difficult enough, let alone getting an executive role. She was reportedly fired around June 23rd or 24th. But JP...
Now, guys, you would think that she would keep her head down seeing as she has a useless job that pays a lot of money. Guys, this is the entitlement. This is the hubris they have to have a useless job, not doing anything, and then act up too. Come on, man. Guys, what a joke.
Morgan spokesperson confirmed that she no longer works for the company. Her exact title was Executive Director of Community and Industry Engagement for Card and Connected Commerce. I have no idea what all that means. It sounds like it came out of a random generator for job titles. So people online estimated that a role like this could pay around $200,000 to $250,000 a year. Some even say like $300,000. So yeah, she lost a massive six-figure job for a public trash can. People also found out that she previously held a DEI position, specifically executive director of DEI at a restaurant recommendation website called The Infatuation. They really should have called it The Infatuation instead, because as you know, It's a food place recommendation website. That one was just sitting there. If you're wondering how she went from DEI director at The Infatuation to executive director at JP Morgan Chase, apparently JP Morgan acquired The Infatuation sometime around September 2021 to expand credit card dining and travel perks or something like that. Some people started questioning her qualifications for the JP Morgan job in the first place because they found what appears to be her resume from LinkedIn. And people were asking how someone with an associate's degree got a six-figure executive role at JP Morgan. I'm not saying you need a master's degree to be good at your job, but if your resume already has people asking questions, it probably helps to avoid becoming famous for stealing a public trash can. So after the video blew up, some people found out that you can apparently buy a Knicks theme wastebasket online for around $168. That's pretty expensive for a wastebasket.
Yeah, so guys, you could buy this for $168. And it costs her $300,000 a year job. You absolute dunce.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
But still a much better deal than losing your job, getting publicly roasted, and then still not getting to keep the trash can. Although to be fair, the one you can buy is only about 15 inches tall, so it's much smaller than the public trash can. I guess she needed the full-size one for her lifestyle needs to really bring her apartment together, perhaps. She also received 2 fines, one for littering with a $75 penalty. The other was for impeding sanitation department operations with a $100 fine. So it's $175 total, which sounds small until you add the bonus third fine of unemployment. After the public backlash and the firing, the trash can was apparently returned to the New York City Sanitation Department. NYC Sanitation posted a photo of it and wrote, "Welcome back, and we missed you." This is on Twitter. So in the end, she lost both the job and the trash can. Some people compared this situation to Japanese World Cup fans who bring their own bags and clean up after themselves at stadiums.
It's also the opposite. She's a dumpy, dunderheaded 304.
So interesting that this is the second major JP Morgan controversy this year. But yeah, that's a different story. But anyway, that's about it for this Knicks trash can situation. It's truly remarkable how someone who's already 40 years old, working at a high-paying job, 6 figures a year, and would throw all that away for a public trash can that she didn't even get to keep anyway. Like and subscribe.
Dumbass. Why are people so dumb, dude? What a joke. What a joke. Guys, here, I think I have one more news story for you. Hold on real fast. And then we'll get into the topic here, right? 1 second, guys. Yeah, guys, I don't understand it. You have a useless job. Doing some that you can't even describe, and you're going to do something stupid in public. Why? What a joke. And this is going to happen more and more and more and more and more, guys. More and more and more. Here we go, guys.
One of the most prolific organized retail thieves in Western Washington is facing new charges. Janice Downs, a.k.a. Janice Smith, a.k.a. Punchy, is back in jail.
A.k.a. Punchy.
After just getting released from prison in January. Bellevue police say one of the best clues came from a TikTok video made to Young Miami's viral song Spin Dat about boosting and scamming.
Boosting and scamming. Sorry, guys. I got to mute this. Look at this, guys. So she just got out of jail for stealing, and now she's doing this. Guys.
Well.
She just got out of jail, and here she is doing it again. Here we go.
It was posted 5 days after detectives say her daughter, Janice Downs, and an unidentified suspect stole the bags worth more than $7,000 from Nordstrom in downtown Seattle. And 2 days after Downs showed the purses on her Instagram account.
For us, she's a prolific, organized career theft criminal, and so we're very familiar with her.
That's because Bellevue PD special...
Yikes! Look at that broad right there, dude. Yikes! Look at that.
I'm gonna show you where the wild goose goes.
Enforcement team busted Downs and her mom to...
Look at these.
You suck at everything but fucking. You bitches are failures to everything. Like, I have no loyalty to shit. Not your family, not your kids, not nothing. You bitches are a disgrace. I swear to God, I hate you hoes.
2 years ago, for a major organized retail crime spree, they were accused of stealing more than $500,000 worth of Lululemon clothing.
$500,000.
Downs pleaded guilty to 6 counts of organized retail theft. She was sentenced to 33 months in prison with 501 days credit for time served and was released in January.
Look at that, guys.
Bellevue PD Captain Landon...
So guys, you can go out and steal $500,000 worth of stuff and only get, I don't even know how long that was, but what, a couple years? No, is that 531 days? 2 years in prison. Yeah, barely 2 years. What a joke.
Barnwell says just 4 months later, Downs was back to her old ways.
You would think that, after what she experienced in 2024, that, hey, that maybe, she would change what she's doing. But clearly she hasn't chosen to do that.
Court documents show Bellevue PD detective Jeff Christensen recognized Downs in a bulletin sent out by Tukwila police showing thieves stealing almost $4,000 worth of fragrances from Macy's. See the shower cap she's wearing? He had a similar photo of her from his case 2 years ago. Working with their regional law enforcement partners, he says he then identified Downs in similar thefts at the Macy's in Tacoma and the downtown Seattle Nordstrom.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I got a disguise. They'll never recognize you wearing this.
People don't just commit crimes in one location, right? I mean, especially when it comes to, the retail theft related crimes, right? They bounce around to many of the retailers in this entire area.
In the Nordstrom theft, detectives say surveillance video shows Downs wearing a burqa as a disguise. Detectives say the surveillance video shows how Downs and her accomplice cooperated to steal the purses, distracting the clerk by asking to see other bags on the shelves behind him. When he turned his back, watch as the accomplice smoothly slips the handles of one of the purses over her arm. After he shows them a second bag, he puts it back on the shelf. When he went to the front sales counter, police say Downs walked over, made sure he wasn't looking, and grabbed the purse, then held it down low on the right side of her body, opposite over where the clerk was standing. The accomplice then moves over next to her, takes the handbag, and exits the store with both of the stolen purses. A few seconds later, Downs follows her out.
Look at that.
On June 12th, Bellevue police arrested Downs and her mom.
Look at her smile. Guys. Now, guys, what's really, really sad is when you see these women use their little kids to steal. We've seen it, guys, where there's like 7, 8-year-old kids and their moms teach them to go behind the counter and steal stuff.
Detectives located them in the parking lot of Westfield South Center Mall. Court documents note that Downs was wearing the same burqa, black-colored sandals, and her white-painted toes matched her appearance from the Nordstrom theft.
We will hold you accountable, and we're not going to tolerate people that commit crimes.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Here in our community.
Ma'am, is your true and correct name Janice Smith, a.k.a. Janice Downs?
We'll stipulate to name and date of birth for purposes of arraignment.
In court, King County prosecutors charged Downs with organized retail theft in the first degree. Her defense attorney asked the judge not to allow our camera to show her client's face.
Yeah, right.
I do want to ask the court to not allow the media to film in order to preserve...
And they already did.
Smith's right to a fair trial. Our position is that allowing the media to film increases the likelihood of tainting a jury pool. If this were to go to trial, of course, the jury would be instructed to not do any research on their own. However, there's nothing that the court can do to prevent them from doing that. And if there is media allowed to report on the story, they would just increase the likelihood that somebody would either intentionally or accidentally come across the story and read about the alleged charges here.
What a joke.
Wait, so are you asking for an order just not to film, or that they not be allowed to report on it?
Hey guys, so guys, watch this, right? Now, guys, this is why you don't go messing with people. You guys, anyone who is coming up, hit the StreamYard link, guys. So this Asian dude, he's a streamer, right? And he's walking around just like doing stupid stuff, and this guy tried to step to him. And this is why you don't mess with people. Watch.
Chill with the camera, yo. Don't touch the fucking camera, bro. You fucking don't touch the camera. Nah, nigga, you chill. Get the fuck out of here.
So watch. They start fighting. He's wearing a Sailor Moon outfit. Yeah. Yeah. How you gonna get whooped by a dude in a Sailor Moon outfit? He tries to tap. Guys, there's no tapping in a street fight. Is it? Is it, Mitch? Is this fight fake? I don't know, man. All I know is that you got whooped by a dude in a Sailor Moon outfit. There's no way I'm going out like that, dude. Staged or not staged. No way. Especially an Asian dude in a Sailor Moon outfit.
Hey.
No way, dude. No way. No way. I'm not going out like that, guys. It ain't happening. It is not happening. No way, guys. No way. Now, guys, this is a story that we're talking about here. You know? Hold on. Look at this, guys. Hold on. Guys, more and more chicks are having to pay alimony. More and more chicks are paying child support. You know? And I'm glad. Because of quality. Guys, look at this. This was 10 years ago.
It's hard to believe that. All I get is, sympathy, but I don't get help.
Deanna was married to Ronald Gully for 28 years. They had 2 children together. But 3 years ago, he was arrested and convicted for child pornography and sexual misconduct with a minor. He's been sentenced to life in prison. Deanna served her country for 25 years and is now finding out she has to give half her military retirement to her ex-husband.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. First comment says, welcome to the equality that women have always asked for. Look at that, guys. Guys, I can think of at least 6 guys that have called into my show. Now, guys, I'm not rooting for the dude because he's a pervert. What I'm saying, though, I can think of at least 6 guys that I know from my channel who were career military, whose wives divorced them for no reason, and they get half of their retirement. Someone says, welcome to the kick and the nuts that men have been enduring for decades. Someone says, how do you like the equality now? Someone says, welcome to the world of equality. Someone says, you wanted it, you got it. Someone says, I have sympathy for her. This happens 99% of the time to men. Look at that.
How am I going to support my children if I have to support somebody that's incarcerated?
Arizona is one of only a few states in the entire U.S. with a community property law, meaning when you get divorced, 50% of your assets go straight to your spouse. no exceptions.
Any money that
Look at
you
that.
earn during the marriage through working belongs half to each spouse.
They fought for
There
this,
aren't
guys.
any exceptions, and the only way that that could change is if the legislature changes the laws.
There you
It's
go.
money Deanna says she needs for her children.
Don't have any funding for them to go to college. And it just seems like it's a selfish way to lose college money.
Ronald Gully may have seen justice, but now Deanna Gully and her children say they feel this is an injustice. I'm Dominica Fuller.
Welcome to being a man. Do, right? Look at that, guys. Look at that. Someone says now women can feel the reality of life. Someone says you have to pay alimony. Guess what? Hashtag me too. Oh! Look at that, guys. Look at that. Guys, they asked for this. They asked for this. What a joke, guys. Look at this.
Well, with women reaching new heights on the corporate ladder, making more money sometimes than even their spouse, they're also finding they're having to take added responsibility when their marriage goes south. More and more women are paying their former husband's alimony and child support than ever before. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles has more.
A girlfriend of mine made my dress. We didn't have much money or anything, so, we did everything ourselves.
48-year-old Janet Logan married her first husband when she was 22.
We were kids. We were still in college.
Neither finished college, but Logan soared up the corporate ladder in the retail industry while her then husband worked on and off in construction.
The peak of my career while I was married, I was just about six figures. His peak was probably half of that.
So when she decided to get a divorce after 19 years of marriage, she was slapped with $1,500 a month alimony payments.
Look at that.
Some women in New Jersey or
$1,500 a month, guys. And alimony. Look at that, guys. and to whoever this chick's ex is.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
anywhere else.
Guys, this is a travesty of a woman. She's ugly.
Oftentimes subject to paying alimony now as either the breadwinner of the relationship, or we call it manimony, we call it malimony.
But under New Jersey law, its legal name is permanent alimony, says expert divorce attorney Barry Weinberger.
Permanent alimony is oftentimes fixed when you have a long name.
What's her name?
New Jersey or any
Barry, Bari. Guys, no. Never, ever date a chick that has a guy like the female version of like a guy's name. You know what I'm saying?
Permanent alimony is oftentimes fixed when you have a long-term marriage and a disparity of income between the two spouses.
There's not a part of you that is not the least bit better that he didn't do enough financially?
That's not who I am.
But he supported you through the marriage. He helped you get to where you are, right?
Unlike Logan, a lot of other breadwinning women are a lot less gracious about accepting the fact they're going to be the ones paying alimony.
They are not having it. They think that there is no reason that if they are out and they're working and they're doing what they need to do, that their spouse can't be equally self-sufficient.
Please.
But permanent or lifetime alimony can be amended if the higher wage earning spouse retires and makes less money, or if the former spouse who is receiving alimony gets remarried.
You know, homeboy's never getting remarried, ever. Look at that, guys. What a joke. Hold on, guys. We'll do one more. We'll get to...
Women are paying support, like men have been doing for ages. The difference is, culturally, it's very difficult for women to sort of accept the notion that they have to pay. I think with all the good things have come these responsibilities, and you can't get rid of them. The issue is their moms never had to pay support, even if there was a divorce, because their moms probably didn't work. Their grandparents, their grandmother never had to pay anything. So culturally, it's been very difficult for women to sort of get into the notion that they're now the same as men and that the laws are gender neutral.
I think that
guys, are your arms tired? Because I know that you guys are playing your violins, right? Solomon Grundy, what's up, buddy? With $10 says permanent alimony isn't standard. No matter which spouse is paying. Facts. Yep, I appreciate that.
You are scaring the hoes.
But I will say though that it is hilarious when the women are paying it.
we are entering a brand new era, and the name of this generation for
Is
professional women around the world should be entitled
Cool.
Payable to My Ex-Husband. Because so many women don't recognize their earnings potential. So I don't think the antenna is as highly raised for women as it should be.
So in some instances, you're actually paying him, your ex-husband, more than you're making.
To make these payments, I have tripled the mortgage on my house.
Let's
I've
go!
liquidated all my assets in the house. I've had
Look.
to liquidate my retirement fund and stocks. I've pretty much liquidated to pay alimony. And from 96 to 98, I pretty much paid my husband more than I made.
That's just
Like I said, hey, whoever her husband is,
City boy! Okay, I believe that, hey, you want to end the marriage and we work out a deal, you got to abide by the deal, what we had agreed upon.
Thank you. I want what I'm entitled to.
City boy!
Exactly.
And I need that money for investments.
Thank you.
I got to start a whole new life now at 52 years old.
Guys.
To get this.
Uh-oh. I hope this isn't copyright, guys. I hope not. But guys, this guy is my hero. Guys, drop a 1 in the chat to pour one out for this guy. And guys, hit the like button on the way in, please, guys. Guys, we have 65 people here, guys. Let's see 65 likes, all right? And guys, thanks for the super chats. Let's drop a couple more of those on the stream, all right? Guys, this guy, he's a legend. He's a hero. So someone says, for every woman paying alimony, there are 1,000 men being robbed by their ex-wife. Welcome to equality. Someone says she whines and says, I had to liquidate all my assets to pay alimony. Welcome to the real world, lady. Ain't equality awesome? Someone says, in some cases, alimony is more than what I make. Yeah, now you know how men have felt for decades. Someone says, the females, they want us to be equal. There you go. Look at that. Someone says, this was hilarious. I swear the guy at the end, he was trying not to smile. Someone says, I have zero empathy for these women. They stood on the sidelines for decades while this happened to men, and only now when it's a problem for them personally did they suddenly give a F. They got what was coming to them. Facts. Someone says, I'm drinking the elixir of privileged female tears and it tastes good. Welcome to our world, girls. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Oh, so good. So good. Anyways, let's get to the topic, guys. Here we have this dunce right here, okay? Hey, Dev, how you doing, man? Tet, how you doing? Kevin, how you doing? It's good to see you guys. Guys, check this out.
My ex is suing me, and I have not signed anything regarding sharing information about the lawsuit, and I'm not going to sign anything about sharing what's happening to me. So here we go. So I dated this guy for a decade, never wanted marriage. I never want marriage for myself with anyone, ever. I've never wanted that since I was a kid. But with this guy particularly, because he has money problems. Loans, debt, not taking that on, not having my name tied to that. I make a large amount of money, and my ex made, I don't know. I don't even know the truth of what he made, but he made nothing really. I paid for everything. He lived rent free for a decade. Imagine having no bills for a decade. Okay. We ultimately broke up because I lost attraction to him because I kept thinking he would like get a job or
I told you guys, this chick's ex.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Find some sort of success. And when he just never did, I just started feeling like a mommy, like the mommy. So when I ended things, instead of him realizing, let me just go get a job and like make something of my life, he immediately turned around and sued me.
Look at that.
We live in Texas, so he is claiming common law marriage.
Oops. Oops. Oh, guys. Oh, it's so nice, isn't it? Isn't it great, guys? Guys, we have, you guys stop? Hit the like button, please. Yeah.
Meaning, if he can prove we were married, he would be entitled to half of my estate.
Look at that.
This law seems to do more harm than good. This law is no good, and all it does is fuck people. Anyway, we are in the middle of negotiating. I will let you know what we land on and what this man is going to get out of me. There's a learning lesson here, and I think it is to trust no man and to trust nobody. Come back for part 2 because we are almost done with negotiating. Oh my God, we're almost done. But I'm giving him something. I'm giving him a lot.
No, guys. So she starts the whole series here, right? Okay. And we're just going to follow along with the stories. So guys, hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the super chat button, guys. Become a member, And guys, let's just continue on with this story.
Part 2 of going through a divorce, yet never got married in the first place. My ex of a decade is suing me for common law marriage. We lived together throughout the decade.
Yeah. Someone says, hey, if I was your lawyer, I'd confiscate your phone. And someone says, attorney here, he can and will use this in court to strengthen his case. Look at that, guys. Modern women just can't keep their mouths shut. They can't.
And a lot of that time was spent renting. So when you rent somewhere, like both parties' name has to be on the lease. So our names were cohabitating. Now, before I say the worst part, I will say I never put his name on my taxes, nor did I ever put his name on any medical documents. However, since I did not want him to worry about money, I did put his name on my bank account so he could have a credit card with his name on it linked to my funds so he could be taken care of. So his name is on my bank account. Don't do that, ladies. Don't do that for anybody. Next thing, it is very easy after a decade to not correct people if they just say, oh, your wife is over there, or like, oh, is your husband on the way? Especially if that's in text or email or writing, which most certainly happened. I mean, if you bump into your neighbor and they say, oh, I just talked to your husband, I am not going to sit there and correct them and say, oh, he's not really my husband, by the way. We're just been together for a decade. We don't believe in marriage. Like, it's so much easier to be like, oh, yeah. And this is where it gets really bad. It gets really bad, y'all. Okay. I don't think this part was premeditated, but maybe it was. It probably was. He said, when you're out and about, I don't really want you to look single. Like, we've been together for a decade. Like,
here it comes,
we're
guys.
never getting married. Like, just at least wear like a band on your finger. Just so like, if you're at the gym and a bunch of guys are looking at you, like at least they know you're not single. I thought, okay, I'll appease you. Like, I'll wear a band. I don't want for women to know you're single either. So just like so we wore bands. I'm just appeasing a relationship, you guys. He said, let's share our vows. Since we're never getting married, let's at least share our vows.
Do you guys think for that this, I mean, yeah, this, Solomon, bro, you're psychic, bro. You're psychic. Yeah, dude was devious. I told you guys, this guy was straight like Rainbow Six, Jason Bourne, Splinter Cell. You know what I'm saying? Mission Impossible. You know what I'm saying? Guys, this guy. Guys, man, this guy. He was not playing games, man. He was cloak and dagger. You know what I'm saying? He was straight up Mr. Monk. He went Adrian Monk in this bad boy. Let's go.
I said, fuck no, I'm not doing that. So I never took action or had any type of ceremony. I never wrote anything down. I never signed anything, but I certainly felt like I existed in a 10-year relationship, as one should show up for their partner in a 10-year relationship. So I am guilty of not knowing the laws and appeasing my partner of a decade and making him feel safe and taking care of his wants and needs.
This chick here says, hey, what state are you in? I went through this. We should talk. I did a whole series on my TikTok and just wrote a whole Substack, recorded a whole podcast. So this chick got cooked too. You know what? Here, let me maybe I can cover both. I can cover this chick and another. She has 46 posts on this. 46. Wow. Here we go, guys.
I see that now after the fact, of course, but during the relationship, it felt very real to me, which, as you could probably tell, has really taken a toll like on my mental health after the breakup. It's really made me question my own sense of judgment.
And welcome to being a man, right, guys? Guys, type welcome in this chat to welcome her to being a man. Are you telling me that you're getting cooked and getting all your friggin' assets and stuff taken away, and it's making you not trust people? It's making you depressed and it's affecting your mental health? You don't say. And guys, what do they always tell men? Oh, especially these freaking trad cons. Oh, well, you know, you got to get back on the horse, son. Yeah. Oh, God's going to carry you through this. Jesus will make things all better. That's no excuse to feel bad about women. That's just one woman. What a joke. Guys, this would be like, this would be like going to a certain neighborhood and getting jumped, right? Let's just say that you take the same way to work every day. Oh, no. Let's just say that you take the train in New York and someone pushes you onto the tracks and you barely survive. And someone goes, hey, Matt, what are you so scared of the subway for? And he'd be like,
black people.
Bro, what'd you say, Matt?
I said black people.
In general, though, of course he'd be scared of the metro. Of course he'd be scared of going down into the subway. He got hit by a train, you know? So, guys, what these idiots don't understand, human beings, if you stick, most of us, if we stick our hand on the stove and we get burned, we don't do it again. But, guys, relationships, especially things like this, you know, divorce, all this stuff, and men are the only ones who are told, oh, just stick your hand on the fire again. Maybe this stove eye is going to be less hot than the others. Even though this is glowing red hot, it might not burn you. Guys, never let anyone shame you into doing something that you know is risky.
It's given me like a lack of confidence in my whatever, my decision making.
Guys, what do you think she's on? Zoloft, Xanax? Like, look at her eyes. And guys, how much wine do you think is in this cup?
At this point, I just feel like I'm focused on my mental health because the money will always come back to me. The money will come back to me as it always does.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And karma's also real, so I'm going to let God fix this. I'm going to let God handle this. Imagine breaking up with someone and then just, that's not it. You sue?
Yeah, she acts like a woman. Because that's what women do. Here's the thing, us guys, we just take the L. If we get cheated on, for the most part, guys, we take the L. If we get divorced, we take the L. You know what I'm saying? A small percentage of guys freak out, obviously fine, because we just take our L's. But this chick just can't. Chicks can't take the L. And whoever the guy is that she was with, he's acting like a chick.
I have also learned in the industry I work in, which is social media, women make a lot of money. This has happened to a dozen of my friends.
She works
now.
in social
Let's
media.
go. Let's go. Good. Good. I'm glad all these social media 304s are getting absolutely decimated. Guys, if that's not progress, Matt, I don't know what is. The fact that she just admitted, guys, that the people that I can't stand the most, because guys, here's the thing. Say what you want about chicks who work in the adult industry. At least they're like producing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole, obviously, but guys, social media chicks are just making noise. They're just making a useless crap. You know what I'm saying? They're not even doing adult stuff. They're doing stupid things like fashion and makeup and all this useless stuff. You know? So
into this before. A dozen women I know have been taken advantage of after a split. These men definitely have an exit plan, I shall say. And that's just sad. I don't know. It's just really sad. And I just feel like I'm focused on my mental health. And I also don't want this to happen to any other women. You know, women typically sue in divorces because they had to stay home and raise children and put their career on pause. And
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
they have like children to take care of. Traditionally, right? I don't believe men should be suing women for any sort of spousal anything.
There you go, right? What if the man stayed home? Right? There are women out there who are surgeons, and guys, you're actually going to see this because there's more female doctors and stuff, not surgeons, but doctors. So there's going to be a lot of couples where when that baby comes, they're like, well, who's going to quit their job? Well, she's a doctor and he might be a plumber, but he makes 80K, she makes 140K, you know? So
sort of financial anything, like you don't have children to birth. Very different. I could go on.
She doesn't sound like the feminist she claims she is, right, guys? She doesn't sound like she truly wants that equality. Here we go.
If you're a woman who doesn't believe in marriage, but you live in a common law state, the only way you can protect yourself against men you're dating is to marry them with a rock solid prenup. You are safer marrying this man with a prenup than you are just simply dating them with nothing signed. If you live in a common law state, girl, just marry that man. If you're a woman who doesn't believe in marriage, but you live in
that, guys.
Just kick him out of your house.
Yeah. What is the thing? They were together for 10 years. And that's common law in Arizona. So he's entitled to sue for, the house, the retirement, all of that stuff. Whoops.
You see, in Manitoba, if you are common law, you have to be able to prove you live with the person. So one way to make sure you don't prove that you live with someone is that you both have your individual PO boxes, your own different mailboxes. And that way you can't necessarily prove that that person lived with you. And that way you can kick them out after 6 months and then they don't take half your shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing about a lot of states in the United States, especially blue states. Matt, you can't kick people out of your house.
Wow.
States like California, Oregon, Washington, New York, everyone has, if they're in your house for 30 days, you have to go to court to get them out of your house. And what's even crazier, because you can understand this. So in states like California, New York, Oregon, Washington State, if someone breaks into your house, I think it's like this in Canada too.
Oh, yeah,
you have to do everything that you can to get away from that person.
Yeah.
And if you use force, meaning even if you're on the 3rd floor, you got to try and jump out the window, because if you use force, it's considered a crime. And they can actually even say, well, if you do use force, you got to use corresponding force. So you got to give them a survey and say, excuse me, sir, are you trying to kill me before you decide to use deadly force? Guys, in my house, I wish a mother would. Man, I wish someone would break into my man. Shit, you guys will see me on the news so fast.
You should see what happens to you in Canada if you try to use a firearm to defend yourself against somebody breaking into your house, even if they have one on them. You should see what happens to you. So in Canada, you have to have your firearms locked. Okay, you can't have them open all around your house. Your ammunition has to be locked up in one side, and your firearm has to be locked up in the other. And for pistols, you're only allowed a magazine of 10 rounds. For a rifle, you're only allowed a magazine of 5 unless it's bolt action. And then what ends up happening is, let's just say you have some guy kicking in your door, and they all have loaded 12-gauge shotguns. So what do? You go into your safe and you pull out your 1911. Okay. Then you happen to have the magazine loaded up. Then you happen to cock your pistol, and then you go all John Wicks on these guys. Okay. So guess what happens? You go to jail. All right. And even though that it's the lesser force in Canada, the next $1 million question is, well, how did you have your firearms so readily available to go and dismantle the use? Yeah. And now you get double effed.
Damn.
Matt, yeah, Canada's bullshit.
It's time for you to
I still want to live with you.
You and Omni, all you guys need to move. Bro, you sound like a South Carolinian or a Texan. You sound like you would do good in Tyler, Texas, Killeen, the hill countries or Kerrville. You know what I'm saying? We out there, out in the middle of nowhere, shooting guns and drinking beer. You know, or like Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like your state.
Absolutely. Or Wyoming. Wyoming is one of the interesting states. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's just
give me a job.
Oh, you're Canadian. It's warmer for you. I didn't think about that. Guys, Matt's up in Canada, so Wyoming's a warm vacation spot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Well, Razor says we need an Adopt the Canadian fund. Yeah. Yep. Seriously. Yep. Yeah, guys. Guys, Red Door sent me pictures, man. Bows and arrows, firearms. Red Door does not play games. I wish someone would try and break into Red Door Woman's house.
Man, I had the kinds of rifles there. They're all interchangeable. I had my P90. I had my Mark 19 Desert Eagle with all 4 interchangeable barrels or different types of ammunition. All gone. All gone. They just kicked in the doors and they took everything.
That's nuts, man. That's crazy.
Because they didn't like what I said. You know,
There
about
has to be
5 years before this incident even happened.
there has to be a way, guys, that we can get an exchange program for these dunderheaded 304s for people like Matt and get Matt over here, man. Seriously, because this is just ridiculous. It really is. There's no reason why. I wish that we could trade Washington and Oregon for like all of Western Canada. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, the people there have more sense than the Washington, Oregon, and like most of California.
You don't want BC. You don't want BC.
Oh yeah. Well, they're all heroin addicts.
BC's
anyways,
libtard.
BC.
It's where you have colored hair trannies.
No, I didn't see the guy from New Zealand who's having this guest. Oh, here, drop that in the Discord, man. If you're in the Discord, so yeah. Anyways,
common law states the only way you can protect yourself against men you're dating is to marry them with a rock solid prenup. You are safer married.
Oh, we already watched this one.
A lot of you guys are asking why I allowed my ex to live rent free in my home for a decade. He believed that if he paid rent in a home that I owned, he would be helping me pay down my mortgage. And he wanted some sort of like ownership in my
No. He was Chad Thunderstroke. That's what it was. He was some 6'4" Adonis who was laying that thing down on her. Isn't it crazy, guys, that Matt, I don't know if you ever watched Fresh and Fit at all.
Once in a while.
Okay, so I just watch clips every now and then. This is the one part of the red pill that I don't agree with is you gotta have money, bro. You gotta have money, bro. No, you don't. You don't have to have money to get chicks. You don't. Or else all these single moms wouldn't have got pregnant by freaking Nug and Gavin, the Starving Artist. If it was true that you had to have money to get chicks, then you would see all these single moms have bastard kids by doctors and lawyers and politicians and CEOs. No. Nug goes from couch to couch, playing Madden and getting chicks pregnant. You guys honestly think that this dude has a lot of money?
Pull out game, mate. Pull out game, man. I just don't pull out, bitch. For you motherfuckers that want to know, I don't pull out. It ain't weak, motherfucker. I don't pull out.
You guys think he has money? No.
primary residence because he would be like AJ, contributing to the mortgage.
Just some experience. Okay. What you need is if you find, and these are kind of hard to find, and they're also kind of crazy. Horses, like girls that kind of like horses, but they really like being outside all the time and actually know how to forage for berries and things and make little pies and stuff. And I've met a couple of girls like that. Unfortunately, though, you still see them with nose rings. You still see them all tatted up, and you still think that they like baby deletion, and they're still highly feminized or propagandized. But I have found those kinds of girls, at least where I am, that will wander around in the forest because they just like being outside all day. And most of those kinds of girls don't require a whole lot of money because they already have everything and they can build everything where they can.
Well, Matt, this is what I say by guys. Okay, there's not a lot of good women left in the West, but guys, you are better off doing what Matt's basically saying is if you go to rural areas, there's still some good chicks left. Okay, I'm talking rural Iowa, rural Wyoming, rural Montana. My girl's from rural Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? She grew up and there was Amish people in their buggies, going past her house. You know what I'm saying? So she's from small town, rural Pennsylvania. All the women there are married. There's families. You know what I'm saying? So you can still, if you really, 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 really look, rural Maine, upstate New York, rural Michigan. Yeah, thank you. Seth says farm girls. Guys, they're out there still. And a lot of it is, guys, they kind of don't know any better because a lot of them go to there's still some smaller colleges out there where all the girls are all like the same type of, they're religious, A lot of them get married in college. You know what I'm saying? So it's still out there. It's hard, obviously, because if you're gonna roll the dice, you're better off getting a country bumpkin or importing one from outside the United States.
Yeah.
If
Just,
you're gonna
you
take-
want a woman so badly, just get a horse. They'll be all
yeah, they're a bit more useful. You know what I mean? Then we'll talk back. Hey-o!
In that way. So he kind of convinced me it was unfair for him to have to like pay my mortgage. When I own it, I put the down payment on it. It's mine. I got approved for it, whatever. The next thing was I made so much more money than him that it almost felt wrong to take money from him, if that makes any sense. Like imagine making so much money and your partner makes virtually nothing. You almost feel like you want to take care of them and you wouldn't accept like a dime from them. That's just how I felt.
Well, how do you get this woman? That way I can
know,
just
right?
live
Seriously.
in the US.
yeah, there you go. Right? Yeah, she'll take care of you.
I'll tell you what. I'll marry her for what? 2 years, and then she can divorce my ass and take everything of nothing that I own, and then I'll have my green card.
You'll get your alimony too. Yeah, it's perfect plan. Yep.
With this lawsuit that I'm in, I'm getting a lot of comments of people saying I should delete all these posts that are on my page. But in my defense, this is not new information. Like the court is going to find this man's name on my dwelling. This court is going to find this man's name on my, bank account. It is not as if I am divulging secret information that the court doesn't already have.
She's cooked.
I'm just trying to educate women on what to do and not to do if you're in a relationship and how to avoid getting sued via common law marriage. Because a lot of people do not know this, including myself. Would you delete these posts? It just doesn't really make a difference. It's not like I'm divulging like secret information.
That you know of. Guys, it's always best to keep your mouth shut. And that's a difference between men and women. A lot of guys will not divulge any information unless we absolutely have to.
You guys are making me feel like I need to delete all of this. And it's like, it's stuff the court already knows. With this lawsuit, I have made decisions my entire adult life based off of astrology and tarot card readers.
Look at that! Look at that!
Well.
Look at that, guys! Is this not the most woman post you've... Oh no! Look at that! Look at that, guys!
And when I tell you, you should absolutely not do that. I have made decisions my entire adult life based off of I don't have a life. I have no business spending $700 on Botox to sit up in my house looking frozen like this.
Boy,
For what? Who am I getting Botox for?
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, for all the guys that are listening to this, if you find out that your woman has had Botox or lip injections or implants, stay away from them. And here's why. These guys, like that technology, putting botulism into your body is so dangerous that these women have now changed their perception. Like they don't realize just how much they have poisoned themselves all the way up into their minds with that technology. You have no idea what they will turn into.
Well, you're like B, C, D, E, F, G. The reason why you don't want to talk to a chick that's had plastic surgery is if you date her, because they start with one, like tattoos, and they want more. Who do you think she's gonna want to pay for it moving forward? Her boyfriend. That's the number one reason, besides everything Matt just said. Guys, he is correct. Because in general, you never want to talk to these chicks who are dumb enough to put foreign objects in their body and get surgeries they don't need. Guys, I've only had one surgery in my life, and that's because I blew my knee out. And even then, I was so nervous about being put under. Guys, never put any unnecessary chemicals in your body or subject yourself to any unnecessary surgeries. Why would you do such a stupid thing? And that's such a woman thing to do. Getting BBLs and then clipping coupons and flying to Turkey, flying to friggin' the DR. Why? Why?
I don't leave.
That's why the whole looks matching thing is so stupid. Guys, get in shape. You know what I'm saying? If you're balding, shave your head, grow a beard. You know, have a decent wardrobe. You know? But guys, that's basically all you need to do.
House. In my new outfit that I ordered online, just looking fine as hell in the house like this.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Nowhere to go. And don't get me started with how much my hair costs. I don't have a lot.
Wow, you're annoying. Wow, you're annoying. Look at that.
And it does get worse. Part 3 of going through a divorce, even though I've never been married. I bought a car. I wired in full, all cash, the dealership, the amount for the vehicle. My ex went and picked it up for me, brought it home. That's it. That's it. 2 years later, come to find out, my name is not on the title of my vehicle.
If this is true, this guy is freaking Dr. Evil, dude. Straight up. You know what I mean? This guy, he's you gotta talk about evil mastermind, you know? Come on, let's go.
His name is on the title of the vehicle, meaning legally it's his. And even though legally it is his, even though I paid for it, there is a law that essentially states like a caretaker's breach of trust. What is it called? Does anybody know what this law is called? What have I learned through all of this? It's to trust no man. It's not to cross your T's and dot your I's. It's really to trust no man and to do things yourself. Don't trust any man to ever do anything for you, ever. Oh, I'll just go pick the car up for you so you don't have to drive a few hours to go get it. I'll drive myself next time. And then imagine when he gets home, hey, can I check the title? Like I'm a girl. I had my new car in my driveway. I got in the steering wheel and I said, beep, beep. And it does get worse. Part 3 of going through a divorce. See, I'm not the only one whose man's name ended up.
I bought a car same way. I went with husband to pick it up, got home, and guess whose name was on the title? The dealer just assumed that the man paid for the car. I didn't realize it until I went to finalize. That's still not an excuse. That doesn't make this okay, you know?
Up on the title of their car when the woman bought it. Look at her story. The problem with me is when he got home, he also registered my car for me. I didn't do it, so I still didn't know. You guys think this story is fake?
23, email me, bro. idiotrants@gmail.com, and I'll send you the Discord link.
I am telling you right now, I wish it were fake, but unfortunately it's real. So,
dumbass. Look at that.
The amount of support.
Why are they always eating, guys? Just guys, hit the like button, please.
I hate how most of these women eat, dude. They're just irritates the shit out of me.
It just doesn't make any sense. You're making a video to put out to people and just I'm gonna be or the fact that they're driving is crazy. Eating and driving. Come on.
I've gotten on this page, and the amount of people with similar stories and situations has just been so overwhelming. And I want to thank you guys so much. For the people that are saying this is all my fault, I am guilty of nothing but wanting to take care of someone, and I want the best for them. And I just was a good person. I'm just guilty of being a good person. And so for the people that are just kind of like being negative towards me, I just feel like I'm the wrong one. You're being negative towards a good person. I'm just trying to educate people.
Guys, we are not being negative towards the wrong person. She deserves every single thing she gets. Straight up. Guys, this I'm petty, guys. That's the one thing that I get from my horrible mother. Because I am a petty son of a bitch. I am. I seriously am, guys. I love seeing people get their comeuppance. Guys, I love telling people I told you so. I'm not. It's the one major character flaw that I really have. You know, I am a petty bastard. I really am. When people do me wrong, I love to see their downfall. And when people make stupid decisions, I love to see them just get got. I love it. Oh God. Oh, it's so sweet. In some of the people that I've known throughout my life, college, high school, etc., that have got I've watched them get their comeuppance, guys. It's better than sex. I'm serious. I'm serious, guys. Oh man. I remember there was this guy, Sam, that I used to know. And Matt, you ever have that one friend who you guys are out? He's not a friend, but he's a friend's friend, because you don't have stupid friends, but your friends might have stupid friends. And so this guy, he would always get drunk and then go up to the biggest dude in the bar and just talk mess. I don't know why. He would always end up in some stuff, and they're like, AJ, come in, because I'm a big guy. Nope. So there was one time, guys, we were out, and I probably told the story before. We would always tell this guy that we were gonna be on the east side of town, and then we would go to the west side of town. So we would avoid him, and he would always find us, right? So here we are in the bar, and there are these two big dudes with like uniforms with army BDUs on, and one of them had a ranger patch on, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, you know. This guy walks in, that's the Sam guy walks in, and of course we're like, oh God, how do you find this? So he's drinking, and the one army guy had his girlfriend there. And of course, this Sam guy has some shots, goes over, and he's trying to hit on the guy's girlfriend. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know? Like, why are you doing that? You know? So we leave, and the girl goes out to the car, and the Sam guy follows her out to the car. Someone spins him around, pow, and just knocks him out cold. I'm assuming it was the boyfriend. So this Sam guy wakes up like in the gutter, like literally, goes home, wakes up the next day, his jaw is shattered. So I don't see this guy for like 2 weeks. And he comes up, he's, oh, here's up, guys. His jaw's wired shut. And guys, it was just comeuppance for just being such an annoying prick. There was another guy that I used to know, Jason. And Matt, do you ever know a guy when he drinks and he gets drunk, he acts like a woman? You know?
Yeah.
Why is nobody paying attention to me? Right? Just acts like a chick.
Yeah.
So this guy, he would always do stuff like, I'm going to drive home. Just so everyone would be like, hey, Jason, bro, don't drive home, bro. Don't drive home, please. So he could be the center of attention, you know? So it got to the point where there was one night where he's like trying to get at the door. And I'm like, bro, guys, let him drive home. And everyone stops and looks at me. I'm like, let him go. He goes, you let me drive home? I'm like, yes. Tired of you, bro. Do yourself a favor. So then we're on the second story balcony of an apartment complex. I mean, we're at the stairwell. He goes, I'm going to throw myself down the stairs. I'm like, do it then. Tell me why this dumbass threw himself down the stairs. He goes, bang, right? And he's at the bottom. He's all bloody and messed up. Why did you let me do that? It was one of the most glorious things I've ever seen. They had to call the ambulance.
Wow, I haven't had a story like that. I was usually the guy that was on the receiving end of stupid shit. But
He broke his foot, broke his leg.
I had a funny story, but I was the guy that was kind of the issue. I'll let you know it. So in Canada, we don't have the $1 bill anymore, right? So we have for a long time we have the loonies, the $1 coin.
Yeah.
So when you were going to like these strip clubs, all right, you don't get to throw bills on the floor.
I never thought about that before.
Yeah. So
you're throwing coins at the 304.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Guys, wait a minute. Hold on. Matt, sorry. I can't move past this. Hold on. guys, can you imagine? Can you imagine these 304s are on stage and they're freaking getting pelted by dollar coins, guys? They're just sitting there on stage and everyone's just
So
that's hilarious.
I got a really funny
Never
story.
put to it, Matt, I learned something new today. My mind is completely blown. God, Matt, wow. This is like the time where I found out that pineapple grows out of the ground. I don't know what to say. You have literally blown my mind. I did not consider the fact that you
Well, I got a funny story.
And all you people in the chat, don't act like you knew this. Don't act like I'm the only one whose mind is blown. Don't you make fun of me. Don't you make fun of me, guys. Matt, please tell your story, man. Please, okay? It's all you, man. Sorry for it.
I get it. So at this time, I was still in the Army, okay? So, we're just kind of fresh out of basic and stuff, and we kind of came to our unit, and I guess we had a night of training or whatever, so we go to one of the strip bars in downtown Winnipeg. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened but we go into this place, and there was a stripper that just all of a sudden saw me and then just started talking mad shit. Like I haven't even my voice, I haven't even said a word yet. Nobody knows the sound of my voice. And for some whatever reason, this woman is picking me out, calling me a loser and all that. So it's like, what the hell is happening here? It's just like, this is humiliating. It's like, what the hell am I here for? Did you want money or whatever? It's, but whatever, I just like, so I'd start mouthing her off, and she mouths me off, and then she goes back into the backstage here to do whatever she does, eh? So about 45 minutes into their show, when they have all these girls come up and on their stage and all that, I see that woman. She's on stage, eh? So I took a loonie, and I have my Gerber, okay, it's a pair of pliers, and they have these little stage candles on there. So what I did is I took one of the loonies and I just kind of heated it up over the candle a little bit, not too hot that I can't touch it, and it wouldn't be hard on my hands, but just enough nice and warm. So I'm still holding it with my Gerber, eh? And when she came around to my table, I just whipped it right at her snatch, eh? and it stuck, and it was hot, and it was. So she freaks out. All the coins are all over the place, eh? And she's just crying and screaming. And then, surely enough, right beside me, there's this big hand that goes right on my shoulder and spins me around. It's the bouncer. And next thing you know, two other bouncers show up. So one drags me out by my other arm, one drags me out by the other arm, one picks me up by one of the legs and throws me into a moving car on the side of the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, guys,
So as I got out of the car, it didn't just end there, eh? So the guy,
they threw you into a car, not like in front of a car.
Well, they
like,
did no,
hit by a car.
no, it was in front of the car, and the car literally almost ran me over. And I kind of just get out from underneath the bumper, and I'm just like, I'm all scraped up, eh? And I'm just like, so the guy comes out of the car and just like, holy shit, like what hell happened? It's just like, it's like, and I'm just trying to tell him, I'm going to let you drive off and pretend this never happened. Okay. I know you ran over a pedestrian, kind of, sort of, but but I'm going to ask that you pretend that this doesn't happen because I'm probably going to be the one that ends up in the jail cell. Okay.
That's hilarious. Oh man. Ray, like shush, bro. All right. I knew Canada had dollar coins too, but I didn't put two and two together that, you go to a script club and you don't have bills, you have coins. Ray, don't act like you knew this. Don't act like you've been to a Canadian script club before. I mean, what if they do? They have a coin purse strapped to their leg or what? Like, that's crazy. So
some of them, okay, what they used to do is they just used to leave the coins on the floor or on the ground, and what they would do, they was kind of pick them up after or sweep them up and then kind of distribute them. If and only if they couldn't walk off with all them sticking on there with all the makeup that they have.
Yeah. No, guys, my best friend's wedding, the bachelor party, was in Vegas. I don't like script clubs, guys. I think they're stupid. I mean, why would you waste your money? So we went there to this club, and his two idiot friends that I'd never met were like stealing shots from one of the drink girls, like the bar girls or whatever, and like all of a sudden, these 5'6" bouncers who were my size, I'm a big guy, came up out of nowhere and like grabbed us and said, "You guys need to all give us X amount of money and get out." So we're outside, and they're like, "Oh man!" I got there's one of them who was doing it, and I got in his face. I'm like, "Bro, you almost they could have killed us." There's three of us. There's four of us, and there's like 7 or 8 of them. I was like, we're in Vegas, bro. They could have just stomped us all out. And then what? You think that the cops would have done anything? And then, well, it wasn't a fight. So the guy swung on me and I knocked him out. But then, anyways, and then the girl that guy came with, I smashed her that night.
On what not to do in a relationship, to be honest with you. So if you have something negative to say, I mean, I guess keep saying it. It boosts my engagement.
Please.
And with that said, this lawsuit that I'm in has done nothing but age me and stress me out.
Yeah, that Botox has aged you too. That wine has aged you too. That birth control, all that makeup, all those hair products, right? All that Xanax, that's aged you too, you dunce.
So I am going to try to reverse aging. Okay, this year I'm focused on feeling my best, looking my best, and educating women on what not to do. So if you guessed my age right now.
Yeah, well, that's not going to fix that horse face she has going on here.
I guarantee you guessed wrong. I look so much older than I am because I just have been going through it. So this is Operation Get My Life Back. Where do I start?
Wow,
and with that said,
look
where do I start?
Look at those SSRIs, man. Look at that. Just no soul at all.
SSRIs and bipolar disorder drugs too.
Yikes, man. Was that the end of it? Yeah, guys, she's completely cooked. Completely cooked, guys.
There's my future wife, so I can get U.S. citizenship.
Get your green card. Let's go. You know, guys. Yeah, seriously, I really hope that this guy He gets paid. Guys, I'm trying to find this other chick who had the same thing happen to her. Let's see. Here it is. Well, she's a lot better looking than the other chick. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure.
The state of Colorado, and you have ever let another person live with you, you absolutely need to hear this. Did you know that in Colorado, a person only needs to live with you for 1 day?
You see, she's had the Botox too. Do you see how like only her mouth is barely moving
Before they can claim common law marriage against you and potentially take 50% of your assets. Happened to me, and it could happen to you. If you let another person live with you, you absolutely need to have a lease agreement or a cohabitation agreement, one of those things. I would even say take it a step further and have a lawyer review that document and tell you exactly what you need, exactly how to legally protect you. I was not legally protected, and this is now 2.5 years later of being in litigation and over $100,000 spent on legal fees. Protect yourself. If you do need actual legal advice, there's a link in my bio. Click Legal Shield. You can talk to an attorney for super affordable. This is not legal advice, though. Do not ask strangers on the internet for legal advice. That is my only legal advice for the day. But if you live in Colorado and have someone live with you, make sure you're legally protected. And if you want to follow my countdown to trial, my trial is in 43 days against my abuser. Click that follow button. I'm going to post. Maybe you're not everyone's cup of tea because you're actually ayahuasca.
She doesn't look like she was thrown down the stairs.
Yeah, well, Lord knows it was emotional abuse.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I just wanted to come on here and say that if you live in the state of Colorado and you have ever let another person live with you, you absolutely need to hear it. Relentlessly Authentic isn't just about being positive.
Shut up, dude. Hold on.
There's another one of my wives.
Look at this. They just put filth on the internet, guys. Just complete crap. What a joke, guys. This is her whole platform. Guys, I hope whoever her ex is, I hope he gets paid. I hope. You know what I'm saying? That he gets everything that he's entitled to. Guys, we'll do this one thing, and then I gotta log off. Literally. But look at those guys.
Women have such a difficult time understanding when they have to pay support to the man.
Yeah, so I actually do have a hard time understanding why I pay child support. And I want to explain why, because I think it'll help people understand how the court system actually works. So I got pregnant.
Gee, wow. A person that's paying child support saying that they got screwed in court?
Oh, I love when women get screwed and have to pay.
Man, guys, I need you to type welcome in this chat once again. And guys, hit the like button, guys. Guys, let's try and hit 100 likes. And guys, hit the super chat button, please. Those are always appreciated. You know what I mean? Matt, you were saying?
I love it. I love it when the court system fails the women and they have to end up paying the man. I
It's
love
not
it.
failing them. It's just treating them equally. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. This is the equality that they asked for. You know? So
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In with my daughter at 19 years old. Okay, I am now 31. My daughter is 11.
Yikes, that's a horrible looking 31. Wow. And guys, look at the
hand
butterfly
tattoos.
tattoo. Yeah.
You know
Her
what?
hand,
There's
yeah.
something about having a tattoo on your hand, especially if it's just your hand and not the sleeve. That's so trailer trash to me.
Yeah, but she has butterfly tattoos.
Oh,
We all know
yeah,
what
you know
that
what she
means.
does.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore. That's what butterfly tattoos mean.
And
Yeah.
I have never married the father of my child. We have never been married.
What does that have to do with child support, you dunce?
We share 50-50 split even custody of our daughter.
Welcome to being a man. Guys, how many men do you know? Type right now in this chat. How many men that you know that have 50-50 custody they had to fight for and they're paying child support?
Now, because less than 2 years ago, he sued me for child support, and because I make more money than him,
let's go.
Through the court system, I am legally obligated on a 50-50 custody agreement to pay him monthly child support. That part I understand. What's really been difficult is the gap between what's on paper and what our real life, what our reality and our dynamic actually looks like. I do, and I always have, covered 100% of my daughter's expenses long before I was sued for child support, anything, you know, from phone bills to health insurance, premiums, copays, everything. I have never requested money in return.
Oh, you want a cookie, right? Guys, these chicks, they want credit for just being an adult. You know what I mean? That's what adults do.
Paid for orthodontics. I put braces on my kids' teeth. I have never demanded money in return. I have never gotten angry for not receiving any help in this regard. I'm just happy that I can support my child as a single mom. I have a mortgage. I have a car payment. I do all of these things on my own. And that is something that I do not complain about. It is something that I'm very proud that I have been able to accomplish. Now, ever since I was sued for child support, there has been a reimbursement plan that has been put in place because I pay 100% of those expenses and now have to pay monthly child support. However, those reimbursements have been extremely inconsistent. In fact, since I've been paying child support, I've been reimbursed after my last public statement. So at the same time, there have been many ongoing delays, postponements, and no-shows to any of our current court obligations, completely and entirely dragging out, coming to any sort of solution to these things that were initiated by the other party, which of course...
She looks like a transformer. That's what it is. Guys, look at how big her hands
has
are.
not...
You know what I mean? Like, doesn't she have transformer hands? Like, this chick... That's what's off, you know? If this dunderhead didn't say she had a baby, I'd have seriously thought this was like look at the hand.
Only just extended and dragged out everything, but also significantly.
Now you can't unsee it, right?
Yeah.
Now you can't. Yeah.
Increased my legal costs. Unfortunately, this has, of course, in turn done nothing but negatively impact my child and her life and all of the ways in which I have always and continue to do my best to support her. And I guess what really just stumps me is that the other party has filed these motions that bring us to court over child safety and child advocacy. And if not that, my money. And I'm sure some of you who have been here for a little while may be thinking, Abby, like I thought you guys already figured that one out and you no longer show her. No, these are about her voice being in videos or the back of her head, things that retained licensed professionals have already confirmed do not jeopardize her safety. To make filings in the name of child safety and then just straight up not show up, I guess I can't seem to figure it out. Surely everyone thinks differently. I don't. Constant postponements and now straight up no-shows, they just confuse me. My time, resources, money continue to be wasted while I'm trying to maintain and make a living for my daughter and also write her dad a check every month. It's hard to keep up, especially, when another...
So do you guys see that the dad took her to court because he's like, look, I don't want my daughter in her TikTok videos. She's like, well, it was only in the back of her head. Guys, why would you put your kids on social media? Yeah. Perverts are out there. Seriously, guys, the last thing you want to do. That's why there's a couple of movie stars I respect, like celebrities and stuff, where they just don't put their wives and kids or whatever out there. They just don't, because guys, why would you do that, guys? Please.
I honestly think that people who put their children on Facebook and stuff need to be fined for child abuse. Yeah, because they don't have the consent to say no to that kind of shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Party works under the table and also has a hard time showing any sort of living expense or expense in general. I think it's important that people who are unaware can understand this. The court system can be used in ways that physically, mentally, financially burden and exhaust one of the parents over.
You think? Are you trying to say that child support makes life so hard on the person who's paying it? It could ruin their entire life? You don't say.
An extended period of time. And this isn't just happening to me. This happens to men and women, parents, every single day, unfortunately. Here's the thing. I have spent not only my daughter's entire life, because I really never stopped fighting, but let's say specifically the past almost 8 years that I have been sober, working incredibly.
She's a junkie.
Well, the hand tattoo kind of gave it away.
Right? Yeah.
Hard and independently to provide my child stability in every way I can, whether that be financial stability, being a mentally stable parent.
Blah, 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 blah.
I sent my 13-year-old son to live with his dad, and people keep asking me how much I'm going to pay in child support. Not a mother freaking thing. Why would I give him anything? You should have chose better. I don't have it. I'm going to have to wait till I get paid on Friday. And if anything, you can just take me down child support like I did you. And then we can wait 2 years. Then when they try to tell me how much to send, what I'm going to do is go quit my job. And I'm going to tell them that I'm now a barber. And I'm barely making it. I only get like 2 clients a day, if that. And you know how much food is? You know how much gas is? I can't afford to take care of no child. I could barely afford to take care of myself.
In other words, she got pregnant by a nug, you know, and now she's mad on.
Hey, y'all. So I get this question asked a lot, which is how is it possible that
Why is this chick's voice deeper than mine, right?
I'm a woman that pays child support? And honestly, I don't know many women that pay child support. I ain't gonna hold you, but I do. I'm a woman that pays child support to my baby daddy. I pay it monthly. It comes out of my check every week. We have an 8-year-old son, and I pay for child support. I pay his insurance and for his extracurricular activities, as well as his aftercare. So I cover all of the expenses. It is interesting, but honestly, I don't want to say I don't care about it, but I honestly don't know if I really think about it as much. But I'm definitely going to break down the story of how it came to be that way in hopes that it will, I don't know, save some daddies or some mamas.
This chick says, I owe $57,000 and I get looked at crazy. I pay $650 a month. My son is 8 and he took primary custody. He has businesses, cars, houses, etc. He's spiteful and doesn't want me to succeed. Won't allow me to speak to him or see him or text him. Sounds like you're being treated like a guy, right, guys? Look at this. Here you go.
Got that Aquafina, man.
Sorry, guys.
Women are going to have to wake up, okay? If you are a mother, if you are a parent, and
that is a ghastly looking woman right there. Yikes.
Your relationship with the father of those children ends, whether or not you are married or not. And if you choose, for whatever reason, to give custody or share custody, it is very possible that child support will be requested and required of you. Now, the conversation at
notice how she's saying possible, whereas for men, it's definitely. Guys, yikes. Yeah. This chick, yikes, man, that's how does this happen?
That looks like a citizenship woman right there.
How did all this happen right here, dude?
What's happening about this and whether or not it's right or not is kind of focused on equality. A lot of people are saying, well, that's equality between men and women. I don't think equality is the real issue here. The issue is that you are an adult, you are a parent, and you have a responsibility to the children that you've had. So why would it even be feasible, just because you're a mother and a woman, that you wouldn't have to financially support your own children, even if they weren't in your primary care? This is the same argument we would use in the reverse, right? Having children is not a free local museum where you pop in as and when you feel like it.
Isn't it crazy, guys? You know what? I always say this. You know things are cooked when B-dubs are the voice of reason, right? Actually, everyone should pay child support, Governor. It's not about what's between your legs. It's all about having the children, Governor. I mean, she is right and all, but guys, it's sad that this knucklehead's... Yes, I don't think that there was any situation where I'd agree with this knucklehead. That's for sure.
And pop a coin into the box and make a wish. Children require financial provision, regardless of the financial status of the parents. Let's bear this in mind, because even if you as a woman believe or know that the father of your children is, capable and financially resourced.
I can't look at it anymore. I can't. Sorry, guys. Guys, we'll do one more, and then I have to head out here. So,
does he pay you child support?
I pay him child support.
Custody, is it 50-50?
It is 50-50. When we separated, I was not doing well financially, and I became quite successful after the fact. And so then he came to take his piece of that.
This is why we need abortions.
You think I should have had an abortion so I don't have to pay my ex child support?
I just think in general, like, the world's overpopulated. So I think
I really don't like that woman right now.
Yeah, the world is not overpopulated, guys. That whole thing is an absolute myth.
Yeah,
but it was made up. This idiotic professor guy in the UK, and it was debunked like in the 70s. You know, so but people just keep going with it.
Abortions to like decrease population of unwanted pregnancies, because why would you ever pay a man your
it's
money?
Actually a lot lower now than it was in the past. There are a lot less people having babies nowadays, and
Thank
the
God.
population is actually much
thank
lower
God.
than what it
Plummeting.
used to be.
Yeah, thank God. Shout out hookup culture.
Does he pay?
Do that, guys. Demons. Demons.
Yeah, someone needs to have Dexter meet them.
Absolute demons, guys. Look,
I'm sure
it's Jigsaw. What a mess.
I was paying my husband's child support $10,000, $20,000, $22,000, $24,000 plus $100. That'll take care of that. $24,086.06 balance. Patience is a virtue. I celebrated too soon. Instead of the balance being zero, another balance popped up. It says he owes $2,270.28, even though
This chick paid her husband's child support balance. Man, homeboy must be, Tyrone Wonderbang for that. Look at that, guys.
you don't technically have to pay this to get the passport. You have to be under 2,500, so 2,499 or less. I'm going to pay it because I want that paper to show $0 balance, and this will be my husband's gift from me to him, so he can see the world, whether he wants to see it with me or not. I changed, but I have more money. I took out $50,000 today from the bank, so it's cool. I got it wet when I was trying to flex, so.
Dumbass.
Really? Did you really just pay $20,000 and some change or more off of your husband's back pay? Why? Because it was keeping y'all from doing stuff. Girl, why would you do something like that? Like, all you did was teach him that as long as he stick around long enough, he'll get somebody to feel enough pity on him to take care of him instead of having him.
So, in other words, he pulled a woman move. You know what I'm saying? Just stick around and hope that a person of the opposite sex was going to swoop in and take care of Carrie. Yeah. Seth says that had to be a PPP loan. Facts. Yep.
His own responsibilities. A man who was thousands of dollars in debt to child support means that he has denied himself no good thing while denying his family or his child or children the benefits of having a present father, or at least
I can't, guys. But all right, guys, here I gotta shut this down early today, guys. But I'll be live tomorrow at 5 as usual, guys. 4th of July is on Saturday, guys. I think I don't know what I'll be doing that day. I'll let you guys know later on if I'll be doing a live on that week. Okay, so I mean on that day. But all right, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.